to fly, you must learn how to fall. Join these aspirants and give it a try.
Yo, can y'all hear me? Yeah, what up? Just weatherman's back. Yeah, fucking goddamn, bro. That shit was hot. How you feeling? I'm doing alright, man. I'm chilling. Texas way too hot right now? Yeah, I know. I got up early today. I'm not gonna deal with that bullshit today. It's this dick sucker. I gotta go talk to him. I have to go buy a bird from him. No Blade-Storm, Fury Dragonflight by Tarn. Yeah, but can't you get a, like, I don't know why they don't just give Fury Warrior Blade-Storm. Like, I don't think that they really need it. But, like, it's a cool ability, so, like, just give it to them. You know what I mean? Like, 'cause it's cool. I could give less of a fuck about, oh, it's not balanced. Well, who cares? It's cool. So, yesterday I spent a lot of time doing the, talk to you, what do you want, bitch? Gotcha. Has a mouth and teeth? We're gonna find out in a bit. I mean, like, as I said, it is what it is until I get it fixed. That's a good point, it is cool. That's the thing that, like, see, Blizzard always thinks about, like, the balance of the game and, like, oh, well, this has got to be, like, this way because of this design. Bitch, shut the fuck up. Like, it's cool, that's it. I don't want to hear about it. You plan on doing Nathria, right? You think I'm gonna do that shit? I might do Castle Nathria Heroic. I might try it again. I don't know if I want to do that today. It's like if I invite people, it has to be people like, I'm only going to invite people that have cutting edge on Mythic Denathrius if we do Heroic. I'm not even kidding you. Like, I refuse to waste time again. Like a wipe on Beast Lord. 2 wipes, we had 2 or 3 wipes on that fight. I'm done. Why they keep doing it wrong? See, that's what I was wondering, why they keep doing it wrong. Like, I have no idea why that happens. Hope you're feeling okay. I'm chilling, man. Why do you do raiding on Mythic Plus? Because the raids are full of idiots and Mythic Plus is boring. I have a, I'm like not a team player. Well, I am a team player, but there's only one person on my team, and it's me. So I am, but it's just not in the same way that, you know, people would hope that I would be. I just don't like to deal with people that don't know what the hell they're doing. Makes me mad. This shit took way too long. Team player, not team leader? Yeah. Well, I'm a team player, right? I mean, like, oh, I shouldn't even use CDs on her. She's gonna die so fast. Like, would I say that I'm selfish? Yeah.
Strength means everything to the Maldraxi.
What do I have to do here? My inventory is full. Why is it full? I don't need that. Damn, I'm so good at this game. Alright, gotta kill this guy. 10-man heroic, yeah. Delete your mount doubles? Why the fuck would I delete a bonus mount? Idiot. Of course I'm not gonna delete a bonus mount. Ah. Zackrawrr's raid fighting over good loot, yeah. That's how my raids used to be. Everybody used to want to steal all the loot. I'm hoping today's gonna be a big day for me. I'm gonna get this mount today. I'm getting this one today. This is my time. Alright, let's go. Kill his ass. Do I remember whenever this shit came out? I hated this guy so much.
No time. Now all of Maldraxxus knows you are not to be challenged.
I already have Sabriel. Is there anything else I need from him? Oh no, there's nothing. Okay. Next time for sure. No, that one's fine. Like, I don't need that. I already got his thing. I was just able to buy it. I can't believe I got that one. They need to add mechanics to Elite World Quests. They're so bland. No, it's like Legion World Quests were good. Just do that again.
This can be more than a stitch yard for us. We can make it a new home.
Okay. Happiness bird. Yes, bro. I need to get more of these too. Trying to figure out how we get the tabard in Season of Mastery. Do people still play Season of Mastery? What the fuck? I actually would like to go back and play Classic WoW if they made good changes to it. Bring back Titan Forging too, unironically. Here's what I think that they should do.
My arsenal is
I think that like Titan Forging has value. Like it's not just like a universal evil. It's just that Titan Forging is bad whenever it like offsets like valid progress somebody's made in the game, right? Where's the box? There it is. Give me the egg. Okay. So I complained to Blizzard about the drop rate of these items. I want you guys to know that. I told them, I was like, I asked, like, I read, where in Discord? Do you guys want to see what I wrote? Yeah. Cool. I'll read it out for you guys. What is the design goal with Zackrawrr eggs that drop from Maldraxxus coin boxes? Personally, I've opened 170-ish boxes with 0 eggs. While I thought that maybe I was having bad luck, I looked online and there were people who had opened over 300 without seeing a single egg. Assuming the chance of getting an egg is between 1 in 50 and 1 in 100, an average player would have to spend an entire year farming these callings, assuming equal representation of covenants. And then I put in parentheses, anyone serious would be Maldraxxus covenants, so they could get the generic complete Maw encounters and collect rare items, etc. Callings to reward the Maldraxxus box as well, because they're given based on your current covenant. Just to obtain one of these eggs, let alone 3 that are required to have all the mounts. 365 days divided by 4 covenants, etc., etc. As someone who's collected nearly every Paragon mount in the game, or who's collected every single Paragon mount in the game, farming these has been a dramatic departure from the rest in a generally negative way. Looking at the comments on Wowhead, others feel the same. If this is actually the intended design, so be it, I'll keep farming. However, it seems disproportionate to that a reward that you need 3 times of, that's just a recolor from a 7.3 Argus ray, takes seemingly over 10 times longer to obtain. I don't want to come off like a mount collector who's salty they didn't get the drop, and then I put in parentheses, I am. But more so draw attention and ask a legitimate question, considering there's a good chance it might not be intended, given the precedent set by previous Paragon box and calling box rewards. So I sent that to Blizzard. I mean, if they, I mean, I'm still gonna do it all the day. Like, it's not like I'm not gonna do it. But I think what I said is true. Did they read it? Yeah. And for the response it's intended. If it is, if it's intended, then it is what it is, right? I mean, like, I think it's dumb, but like, it's their game. Like, I'm just giving my feedback on it. I mean, I can't tell them how to make their game, but I can tell people that, you know, I don't like certain things. You think they'll respond? Probably, yeah. It's like, the thing is with what I'm saying is like, there's no real argument against it. At least I think that there's not. Like, it's clearly tremendously disproportionate. I gotta get all this fucking... So I figured out how to farm Stygia really fast to buy all the stuff. What I'm gonna do is I can re-roll the Covenant missions in Oribos, and I will re-roll Covenant missions to make it where, you know, I complete 2 of them overnight for 500 Stygia each. So I get 1,000 Stygia overnight every single day. No reason not to raise the drop rate. Well, it's just like, I mean, it's the same logic as, you know, they had with the big love rocket or the heartbreaker mount, whatever it is now. Like this one here. This mount here is, it's 1 in 2,000, but they farm the mount, but like in order to farm it, you can only farm it certain times a day, and on top of only being able to farm it certain times a day, you're also, sorry, am I drawing a blank here? Farming a mount, oh, you're only able to farm it like for a couple of times a year. And the way I look at it is like, while it is an accomplishment to have obtained that item, it's not really like fun. And I think that I wish Blizzard used that as like the gold standard for pretty much all decision making in the game. Is the method of obtaining this item fun? And if the answer to that is no, then you change the method of farming it. Not worth the time investment as well. Well, it's just that like there's no reason that something needs to be 1 in 2,000. That's crazy. I don't even bother with those odds, yeah. And they changed it, and I know why they changed it, because I saw like some guys that worked at Blizzard fucking back in February, like, man, I got all my characters ready. I'm gonna get it this year for sure. And then fucking, like, I never saw them update, like, that post with, like, a screenshot of the mount, and I'm like, okay. So, you went and you tried to get it, and you realized how fucking bullshit this was, and now you're, now you're pissed. It's like, welcome to my life.
With victory comes renown.
It's just time game with bad drop rates keep you sub, no fun intended. Nah, I don't think that's really it. Like, it's easy to say that, like, it's all like some kind of fucking agenda or something like that, but I think that Blizzard just wasn't really paying attention. Like, they didn't even really know what the hell was going on. They're just like, okay, you know, we're gonna give this a low drop rate, and someone's like, okay, cool, and then next thing you know, it's got a low drop rate. Like, I genuinely don't believe that there was any thinking involved. I don't think that there was somebody at Blizzard and, you know, they were like, oh, let's make it 1 in 500. And then some fucking psychopath at Blizzard was like, you think that's bad? And then they fucking quadrupled the drop rate, you know, make it that much worse. Like, I don't think that happened. Because, like, the reason why I don't think that happened is, like, there are so many other features with, like, mount collecting and stuff like that that are just bad that I think, and some of them are just flat out broken. For example, like, and broken in, like, good and bad ways, where, like, you can, like, exploit things and get, like, huge advantages, etc. So, like, why does something like that happen? Like, it would make sense if, like, everything was, like, a really bad drop rate, and, like, then you could say that, oh, well, maybe they're doing this because they want to waste people's time. But there are some things that don't have a bad drop rate. So it's like, I think that it's just, and there's other things that are just broken. So, like, logically, to me at least, that leaves me with the conclusion that none of it was intended. It's just thrown in there haphazardly and without really any consideration.
Intriguing weapon.
Do we have to kill this guy? So that's what makes sense to me. It's recolor of existing mount. Yeah, I agree. It seems unintended. And that's the thing, is like, just, is this intended or not? It's like, you know what another example is like Blizzard didn't even know the health of like Castle Nathria bosses went up. Apparently, I think it was like Max tweeted about this. He was like, yeah, so the health is higher than it is, than it was before. They're like, no, it's not. They're like, yeah, it is. Here's a screenshot. And they're like, well, that's crazy. How'd that happen? Like, they don't really know what the hell's going on either. Didn't go up, it was a display and server script error. Yeah, but you see what I'm saying though, is like, it's like they don't even know that's happening. Like, it doesn't really matter like whether it's supposed to happen or not. There's 4 people I'm working season 4. Yeah, that's where the 4 is from. That's where the 4 comes from. It's not, you know, the number of seasons, it's the amount of developers working on the season. Yeah. I like that. Your reputation system's in need of changes. Guys, I mean, it's not hard to figure this shit out. Here's what they need to do. Just make everything account-wide. Problem solved. Nobody wants to fuck around and deal with like a million different characters, you know, farming out the same fucking repetitive systems the first one did. That's it. Like, people don't want to do that. Nobody ever really wanted to do that. But I think that there was just an expectation that like the technology didn't really exist, so people were just kind of like, you know, it is what it is. But you have a game like Lost Ark or a game like Final Fantasy that has effectively account-wide progression, and people don't want to go back to that. They don't want to go back to what it was before. I want to kill this big boy over here. It's honestly so hard to grind max level now. Well, if it's hard for you to even get max level in the game, I just quit the game. Nearly everything should be account-wide minus gear. You know they had account-wide gear in Mists of Pandaria, right? With the Garrosh heirloom weapons. They actually had that whenever you think about it in an abstract sense. They had that and it was cool. That's low gear. Veil. You don't know what you're talking about. So anyway, wasn't low. Fuck, I gotta do this one too. Remember the time Blizzard had Lich King costume? It was possible to collect during the whole events. They throw arbitrary numbers at certain things. Yeah, they just don't even think about it. The end boss one? Yeah. So the end boss axe was like basically at mythic item level, but the difference between the axe and the other items was that it couldn't be upgraded. So it effectively was like, it was like the second, it was like anything outside of, so like this is what happened, this is the way it worked, is you had, can I just taunt this guy over here? No, he's just not gonna leave. Female gear for alts, body-wise? Yeah, I wasn't talking about that. I mean the garrosh weapons. Like the garrosh weapons were high item level. Like you remember, like we used those to level in WoD. Like I did. I think pretty much everybody did. They were OP, yeah, they were really, really good, man. And they looked cool too. I wonder if I'll get credit if I'm outside the circle. Yeah. Still using it? Yeah, I've still got mine in my bank. It goes to 560 now. 560, I don't know what that is. But scale up to 620 item level. Yeah, I remember that. And like 620 item level, y'all have to remember, like 620 was like normal mode. Normal mode dungeons at max level. $640 was epic. Yeah, I know that, but maybe it was 625 was heroic, and then 640 was epic blue, and then it was also LFR. Then 655 was normal. Something like that, yeah. Don't you feel warm-up being able to be off in contested zones is whack? I feel like it not being able to be off would be whack. Who the fuck wants to log on and get fucked around by somebody just because they have 5 of their friends waiting to gatekeep some quest? Who the fuck wants to do that? No one wants to do it. Everybody always talks about how they want to do it, they're lying. You know how I know they're lying? This is because every classic WoW server with a population dies. That's how I know they're lying. It's crazy how numbers just instantly prove people's fucking bravado wrong. It just deletes it. Can't argue with math. I love math. Because the numbers, it doesn't matter if you like them or not. They are what they are. Numbers are special. Oh fuck, you gonna... Oh, bitch ass. Got him. Almost lost that shit. Grobulus seems fine. Wow. What a great argument. There were 50 servers whenever Classic WoW came out. One of them still has a balanced population. Well, I guess it worked, guys. All right. Time for me to get my mount. This is it. It's mount time. Let's go. She's riding my mount. Give me the mount, bitch. Fuck you. Fucking stupid game. I hate this fucking game. Piece of shit. Continued efforts from Lady Vosh. Where's she at? Isn't she over here? Yeah. At that amount? Yeah, I know. But yeah, I really do think that War Mode is just a better version of PvP servers. And also, like, another thing is, like, if you're a PvPer and what you want is you want people to be able to, you want to make it to where people have to have PvP on, what that tells me is that you want people who don't want to PvP to have to PvP. And I think the reason why a lot of people want that is because they can't handle it in a 3v3 arena, so they have to do a fucking 3v2 world PvP encounter. It's like, remember all those, like, legends of, like, world PvP and classic? Remember what happened whenever arena came out? I don't even remember their names. No one does. So, like, having world PvP I think is cool, and there should be a reason to want to do world PvP. Like, I don't agree that, like I like how you get, like, extra rewards, and I think they should do something better because it's not, like, super good right now. But I disagree with the idea that world PvP is something that is good fundamentally and should be imposed on players. You walked on PP server because your friends are there? Yeah, exactly. Okay. I'll just do a little lap around, see if there's any rares worth killing, and then we'll go do that on another character. I don't want to kill him. Oh, yesterday, guess what I did? The cheese? I only cheesed one of them. I beat every single other one legitimately. I did sack. Which one do you cheese? Ecthra. Yeah, I do Tiger Panda. Give me like an hour and we'll do it. I cheese Ecthra on Mykonos. I pulled her into the corner and it despawned the way that the mobs would run at me. We're gonna do the 9 runs in a little bit. Ecthra Mykonos is so dumb. I think that I could probably beat it, but it would be really hard. Best in slot, rank 14 rogue and classic gank people with world buffs 24/7. When arena came out, he was hard stuck at 900. Isn't that funny, man? I hope people never let him forget it. You live like a bitch, you gonna die like a bitch.
I have many lucky tools you like.
I will not be trifled.
How many pieces do I have of this shit now? I don't know. Who cares? I don't have all of them.
Many deals for a friend of Rumbles.
Let's see.
Well,
I guess I'll just turn in all these right now.
Wisdom and knowledge.
What's my rep on this now? God, I need to farm this out, like, actually. This one's, like, really easy to farm out, I'm pretty sure. You get, like, 10,000 rep an hour, so I get a box an hour or something crazy like that. Rift Farm, yeah, it's like I'm not even worried about it. Do these even sell?
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at
Fuck
least
that.
2 centuries old.
Okay, so let's see. I did that. I need to kill this guy. I did all these. I'll probably just buy those. Who cares? Okay. I'll just do it on another character. Pretty excited about all the Elden Ring mods I've been seeing. Pretty exciting stuff. Yeah, me too. Currently unlocking Mechagon Innkeeper on level 25 characters leveled up. Wait, why are you unlocking Mechagon Innkeeper? What do you need? Just set a log out Hearthstone, speed up Peacekeeper runs. Oh yeah. I just need some people to come do this with me for the Maw Assault. I'm gonna do this on literally every single character I have.
The Necrolords march on the altar of domination.
You have a portal and Orbos to Mechagon?
And lead the charge.
I don't know about that. Does anybody else want to come do the Maw Assault? You get a mount. You're 936 place in achievement points in the world. That's garbage. I heard there's only 34 people that play the game. The thing is, like, I'll wait here. We get one more person. Or two more, I mean. Just head over.
From high, for Crexus, for Akron. Only the
There we go.
meet me in Partition Hold when you are done. The Mothworn tremble.
We don't really need 5. We'll just go with this. I'm gonna do it again after this. I'm gonna just keep running it until I get it. Like, that's it. I run this on every single character, every single time that it's up. And I've got a lot of characters. We're gonna get this today, 100%.
I have many lucky twos, you like.
I can just feel it. I'm gonna give you guys like 2 minutes to get over here, then we're gonna start. Did you get 2.4? Yeah, I got Gladiator. I need to get higher rating now. I don't think I'm gonna get 2.1 this week. I mean, like, I could, if I like really tried. Like, I could maybe go for 2.1. Maybe not. Maybe I wouldn't be able to. But I think I have a chance at it. But yeah, it's just not gonna happen. What's your next dentist appointment? Close when I stream TOF launch? I'm probably not gonna be able to. I'm pretty pissed. What was the coolest armor set in TBC? I like the Warrior Tier 5. I mean, TVC had some awesome armor sets in general. Like, where is it? This one was even kind of cool. I like this one. This was a badass set. I love this set. This one was really cool too. I remember whenever this thing came out, everybody was so like fucking wilding out about it. This, like every single Paladin set was cool. AQ set? I thought the AQ set was cool too. Where is it? This one? I think this is cool. Bro, like you never saw anything like this in the game. This is badass. Where's Vedney? Oh, he's already working. Let's go. Pick up the quest. I'm just gonna try and break as many of these as I can. You see the Riot War MMO video? No, I haven't. I might watch that today. I don't know. Probably not. Might save that for tomorrow. Diablo 4 is limited trade. I don't know why Blizzard's so dumb. I don't know why. You know what limited trade tells me? It tells me that they give up. Like we give up. We don't want to enforce our own terms of service. We don't want to be held to a standard that people like dumb or malicious. I think that it's neither. The truth is I think that they're doing it because it's cheaper to just make it to where people can't trade than to pay people for doing for banning people. It's just a game. Well then, if it's just a game, why are they getting so mad about people trading gear?
Combat begins.
Yeah, why do they get so mad? It's just a game. What people trade gear, it's just a game, man.
Need something? I've got glory to
The way I look at it is like, anytime I see them like try to get rid of trading or something like that, like I think you should be able to, like the only reason I like playing, like if I couldn't trade in PoE, I probably would not enjoy the game nearly as much as I do. Because like every map that I do is a success in one form or another. I either get currency, I get an item that I can sell to somebody else. Soul Self-Found is hard. It's not about it being hard or easy, it's about it just being something that I like doing or not. Always getting something valuable, yeah. Trading balances out RNG, exactly, and like that's why you have trading. And so if you take trading out of the game, you just have a game full of RNG. And it's like that works really well. Like solo self-found, like don't get me wrong, is like, I mean it goes without saying it's harder than not solo self-found. I mean obviously it is, but on top of that it's also more interesting to watch in general. And trading makes everything a reward, yeah. And it's like if they actually go with something where like you can't, I think you should just be able to trade everything. Like one of the big reasons why I stopped playing Diablo 3 is because there was like no reason for me to keep going. Like there was no next level for my character to go to. Like I knew what the odds of getting a drop are, and it's like you start looking at these like, you know, cascading 1% chances of concentric circles, and it's like, okay, well you've got a 1% chance to get this belt, a 1% chance for this belt to be a ancient belt, and a 1% chance for the ancient belt to have the best in slot stats. Or a 10% slot chance for ancient, I think. I don't remember. It's just like that's not fun. Like that sucks. I don't want to do that. Must be 1%. Well, it's like, it's not a big deal. Like a 1% is not a big deal. 1%'s happen all the time. But like 1%'s on top of 1%'s, that's now like, the thing is like, you don't understand. 1% is 1 in 100. 1% of a 1% is 1 in 10,000. Understand? Like it's a completely different fucking universe. We kill all these kick boys here. Oh no, I didn't hit the thing. Oh, I'm already getting credit, it's fine. Where's everybody else? Haru banned for add-ons? Well, they don't want people using add-ons, it's not a surprise. That's what happens. Let me come back to main channel when my teeth are fixed. I got banned because it was play. I don't know. People had moving character icons. I don't have no idea. You stopped playing Lost Ark. I've taken a temporary break, but I'm not really. I didn't really stop. I just haven't played in the last like 4 days. That's about it. I beat everything in the game, really. I mean, minus a few island souls. It's like, the things I'm still missing in Lost Ark. Like, I'm missing island souls that are super low drop chance, and, like Isle of Yearning, stuff like that. I have like 70 or something like that island souls. So it's not like I don't have any, I just don't have that many. And also, like, a lot of the masterpieces that I still have left are from, like, Boss Rush or Cube or something like that. Lost Ark community is toxic? Well, I don't know about being toxic. I mean, there are people that are rude to me in that community, but, I mean, I don't know if that's. I don't really take that very seriously. It's whatever. That's good, Wolverine. They're medium toxic. I think that like Lost Ark, like the way the raids are set up. Lost Ark raids are definitely designed to make people toxic. Like, nobody wants to get their time wasted. And, like, you know, like, oh, one person makes a mistake, now everybody's dead. It's just like, okay, great. Like, the only thing that's okay about it is the fact that, like, you can restart pretty quickly, so, like, it's not as bad as WoW. In pugs, that shit'll happen a lot. I've never had a problem in a pug in Lost Ark.
We will grind them into dust.
Alright. Give me the mount. I'm gonna do another group after this. Actually, I'm gonna do the Maldraxxus calling, then I'll do another group. Come on, bitch. Give me the mount. Oh, man. I thought I was gonna get it, man. Oh, my God. I thought I was gonna get it. They added personal white mechanics to avoid the bus culture. But, like, in my mind, like, I understand why they did that. It's the same as, like, so, like, for example, I know that they have guardians where they don't tell you how much health the guardian has because it's, like, Monster Hunter. Like, I understand why they did certain things. I just think it's dumb.
I am honored you stand beside.
That's all. It's not that I don't understand it. I understand it quite well. I'm sorry, I pugged week 1 of Vault and decided to become a static. We're still raid together. Yeah, that's good. But yeah, it's like busing culture and like carry culture where people get like carried through a raid. I don't think that's a big deal. I really don't think it's a big deal, especially not in a pay-to-win game.
Was the victor of countless
Busing. It's just what Koreans call carry raids or boosting. Like, I don't know, is it all Koreans or is it just Lost Ark? I don't know. But they just have a different word for it, basically.
At ease.
A ship busting. Yeah. I'm gonna do it on this character since he's already in Maldraxxus. I just fender all this fucking bullshit. What even is this? Like, why is this in my bag?
I have many, many wares.
Okay, it's done. Just sick of dealing with that bullshit. Where's all the mobs? 1 mob. 2 mobs. I hate how it's like you have to kill 15 of these. Like, just put 15 of them on top of each other. Why do you make this so hard for me? New farm helm, hand of Nagamonet. Yeah, I got all of them. I don't know how long it took. You lose whenever you start counting how many attempts certain things are taking, in my opinion. That's the beginning of the end. I'm gonna dot her up, increase her health so it takes that guy longer to kill her. Hopefully I can finish this part of the quest before she dies. Always thinking about how to win. One more. See how I did that? It's some scumbag shit, but you know what? I just got the quest done. Doing Sanctum mount runs today? Yeah, I am. I'm gonna do a lot of mount runs today. I'll probably do like a little bit more, like an hour more of this shit. Then I want to do some videos. Did I get credit for that? I tagged them. Okay, cool. I was close on that one. Just to min-max my time, I'm just gonna go back and do this one. Actually, there's a lot of people here. I'll just wait. Do I have anything interesting in my bank? Show you guys.
An arena rich with anima calls for a champion rich with victory.
What do I have? Fragments of Valinor. I got these during Wrath. Grand Spellstone. Oh, it's the big boy. Wow. Oh, wow. We don't see this guy very often. Right. Let's get this shit done. Assume you have the best gear possible on all your characters? That's funny, I don't have any of that shit. This character is a mount farmer, okay? I don't care about his gear, I don't care about anything about him. I don't care what his name is. He's here to farm me mounts and that's it. Alrighty, let's go talk to Mr. Dog. God damn it. Where is it? Where'd it go? Where'd it, oh, there it is. Okay, one more. Gotta do Ashley Creation update. There's a lot of things I gotta watch. I've just been, it's been hard for me to talk a lot, so. What a good game. Oh, there we go. Alright, good. That's why I'm talking kinda weird.
He is a fine hound, a fierce hunter.
Alright. Let's go. See, you think about the mathematics of time. And so I got the Tahanta mount in 56 kills. So if you were to optimize the travel time to and from Maldraxxus as, I would say, 10 minutes every single day that are invested in totality of moving my character from point A to point B to Maldraxxus and away from Maldraxxus. Like the activity that is outside of the scope of I hate this fucking game. Alright, let's go do the Maw Assault. I'll get the mount out of that one for sure. Go. Let's go, guys. I need 4 people. Complete this as fast as possible. There's one. What up, Jibu? Ashes will flop hard. There's no reason for you to think that.
Speak up, soldier. It takes guts.
We got 2 more people we can get in here. So it's like you look at the economics of time, right? The mathematics of it. So assuming 10 minutes of investment every single time that you want to kill Tahanta. 10 minutes of investment every single time. So if you take the amount of times that I did it and you divide that by 4, and so let's just do, like, I did it 54 times, so that's like about 13.8, somewhere around there. Actually, it might be a little bit less, like 13.5. And so 13.5 times, so you take 110 minutes, and you multiply that by 13, right? Because that's how many extra times that I did this, with doing it on the 4 characters. And each acquisition and like time invested in order for me to get everything needed for getting Tahanta. Oh, sorry, I'm full. I'll do another one. To get everything that was needed for Tahanta was about an hour and 30 minutes. So the truth is that I actually wasted my time leveling up those characters, because it would have taken me about 120 kills in order for it to have been more valuable that I level up the characters and kill it every single day on each individual character versus waiting on killing it on one character. It says 2020. Well, like, what scared me is, like, THD said he farmed it and he didn't have it, and that guy plays the game all the time, and so, like, if he didn't have it, I was like, oh, it's probably got a really bad drop rate. So I got 4 of them. Bro, Rivendare's is still such a good mount. Okay. Make sure to talk to one of these guys so it's faster. We'll give everybody 2 minutes to get here. Gavan ass. I'm just gonna kick you out. You have war mode on. Navarro just turned it off. I'll wait for everybody to get their stuff. Yeah, character's masshole for now, yeah. What's your favorite mount in the game? Probably Invincible. I have a number of, like, favorite mounts. THD is some of the best, but also the worst takes. I think THD lock is like, it's like Alex Jones. It's like, most of the shit he says is crazy, but whenever he's right, he's fucking right. Yeah, he'll say it whenever nobody else will. Alright, let's go. Got that tag. Try to tag as many of these as I can. Bring everything together. When's Alex Jones right? He was right on pretty much, in my opinion, everything with the Iraq war. I mean, not everything, but I mean, there were a lot of things that he said about the Iraq War that nobody else was saying, and I think that's the big one that I can think of. Those are somewhat controversial takes back then. They weren't controversial, they were fucking like nuclear takes. It was awful.
My blade is always ready.
I am a busy steward.
These were out of Epstein years before I went mainstream. Nobody believed them though. There's a lot of things that people aren't going to believe you on for whatever reason. Morons take them too seriously. I think that like if you go out and you're talking about stuff and you know you're a news source, there needs to be some accountability whenever you say something that's bullshit. And it's like there are times that mistakes are made, and I think that sometimes the mistakes that are made in a way that it's not necessarily what do you call it, like it's not always like somebody's fault, right? Like I remember, for example, like with the Sandy Hook thing, like I remember whenever it happened, I don't know why, but I remember this really clearly. I was over at Jeff's house and it was in the morning whenever the shooter started just, you know, fucking popping off, right? And the cops were like chasing him through like a woods or something like that. And I remember we were in Jeff's living room and his mom was there, and like we were talking to her, and it was me, Jeff, and like his mom. And I think Cody was like, well, Cody's in the Navy then. And so the initial reports were that there were you know, there was a good chance there were 2 shooters. And that's what like CNN was reporting. That's what we were watching. Like they didn't really know, but that's just what people were thinking at the time, like while things were happening. Because like at that point, like you don't really know what's going on. You're just kind of guessing. News always gets things wrong early on. Well, the reason why news gets things wrong early on is because the police do. Because they don't know what's happening. How could they know what's happening? So I was reporting multiple shooters, what's going on initially. Yeah, so like I remember this. So like, for example, that's not the kind of stuff is, same thing happened in El Paso. They actually thought there were 3 shooters. Yeah. So like, I remember whenever it happened, people that were like conspiracy Andes were like, oh, well, the other shooters were like feds, and you know, they made the guy you know, go on the shooting rampage, and it was some sort of fucking like psyop or something like that, right? And like that's what people thought. But like really the truth is, and like the media was in on it, but like really it's just that's what the police thought, and the police told the media that, and the media just said that, and that's about it. You just have to assume worst possible situation. It's just common sense. Well, what I'm saying is, like, regardless of whether you think it's common sense or not, like, all I'm saying is that, like, technically, you know, the news people that were reporting that were reporting something that was wrong about Sandy Hook. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, why is it whenever they report something that's bad, it's okay, but whenever Alex Jones says it, it's bad? And it's like, the reason for that is obviously because, oh my god, I'm fucking getting destroyed. It's like, there's obviously a spectrum of these things. And so like I was talking about like the different ways like news can be true or not true. I think I'm gonna die here. Yeah. I thought everybody was there with me and they weren't. That's my fault. I shouldn't have pulled that many mobs. I don't know where the pet went. I don't care. Actions doesn't make corrections, and like that's the problem, right? Is that like I think that a lot of news stories, the way that they quote make corrections is not sufficient. I don't think it's good enough. Because a lot of them, like, they make it's like, oh, we're making a correction, but like we're gonna like kind of minimize, oh no. We're gonna minimize like the visibility of this correction so it doesn't look like we were wrong. There's a lot of mobs here. I'm playing a dangerous game. Alright, we're done. Apologize, same energy with the accusation. It's like the problem is like, this is what's really crazy is like, so there was one time Amazon DMCA'd a New World streamer because they thought that the New World streamer was like selling gold on YouTube, and so they DMCA'd it, which is something that like I think is, I mean, number one, it's within their rights, and number two, I agree with it. And so anyway, so they DMCA this person, and the person was showing like effectively like an exploit in the game. So everybody went and they thought that the reason why they got DMCA'd was because you know, Amazon was trying to shut down criticism and like make it to where nobody could see anything bad about the game. So like I make a video about this and I talk about it, and I'm like really like I'm going pretty hard on it because I'm kind of assuming that it's true. We're not really assuming it's true, but I even preface it in the original video, and I say, I'm like, well, listen, you know, I don't know whether this happened or not, but you know, if it did, and then, you know, I go on some fucking, you know, massive rant about it, and so somebody who worked at Amazon contacted me, and they told me that it was an accident and it was done falsely. Like they didn't mean to DMCA the person, they thought that they DMCA'd. There was like an ad on Google AdSense for buying gold in New World, and they thought they were DMCAing the ad, but they were DMCAing the content creator. It was just like a stupid employee, right? And basically, we're sorry, yeah. Well, so then I deleted the original video because I thought the original video was just like farming hate on Amazon for something they didn't even do. And people were convinced thoroughly that I was paid off by Amazon by doing that. So it's like, that's why people don't also want to issue retractions, is because whenever you do that, then people will take that and turn it into something that it's not. Can be a PR excuse, yeah, but like what I told people then was, if that was true, then we'll see it happen again, right? Because like if they actually did mean to DMCA this person, and you know, all that stuff, then we would expect to see it happen again, right? Like logically. But it never did happen again. Just like I said. Things stuck enough without conspiracy theories. Yeah, yeah, and so like that was crazy. What about issuing a correction without retraction? Oh, die. Bro, like look at that face, bro. I thought that was the mount. Alright, let's do it again. Well, the thing is, like, you can say, oh, well, you're not gonna post the retraction, or you're gonna, why remove the video? It's because the video was in the algorithm and it was being promoted to hundreds of thousands of people without the context of it being not true. You see what I'm saying? Someone sees that video and not the new video, yeah. And I think there's a lot of people that think that.
Let's hear it. You have your orders.
Now I remember that happened. That happened with like whenever Herman Lee got banned on Twitch. Is that Herman Lee got banned on Twitch and everybody on Twitch convinced themselves that the reason why he got banned is because he played his own music, even though there's literally no evidence for that. He never said that. It was just like a random, it was just a guess that people made because it was it like validated their distaste for like what was happening with DMCA's. So like people came up with this huge narrative that like the entirety of it was untrue. It was crazy.
Terrorizing the skies
It fit their narrative, yeah, exactly. And like even now, like people still think that's what happened.
of immense necrotic power. Xantoth the Blighted.
Wait, damn, there's nobody here. What was the reason? He showed a YouTube video that had nudity in it, accidentally. It's like people won't want to be corrected. They'll attach an initial wrong opinion to their identity. They're addicted to being wrong. Yeah, that's what it is. It's like how some people aren't cut up. Yeah, like Pro Jared is another great example. Like Pro Jared was innocent basically. And it doesn't matter? No, because everybody's already made up their mind. And like the information is already out there, and so that's it. H. Richie crucified Pro Jared. There's a lot of people on the internet who think that the best way to help victims of stuff like that is to treat all of them the exact same and assume everything that they say is true. And I think that's not, like, it's a recipe for disaster, because like any reasonable person knows that there's a spectrum that everything exists on. And if there wasn't a spectrum, then we wouldn't need courts, right? Because if there was no spectrum and everything was just all the same, then you'd never need a court. No music? You guys can hear the audio, right? I'm pretty sure you can. Just have the hyena from here? I have this one. Pro Jared sucks my the internet's evil. Another reason why the Pro Jared thing is the guy looked weird. He looked like a weirdo, and so like if you look weird, people are gonna think that you're a creep. That's true. Like it's just, that's the fact. And like I'm not saying it's good. I think it's bad, but that's just what it is. Understanding your life can be ruined by allegations already been in trial yet. I mean, you could get into that, but it's just like, hopefully I just get it off the first two guys. I don't have to kill a bunch. Ah, you dick sucker. Wait, pedophile can look normal? No, but the thing is, though, is like if a guy looks like a fucking weirdo, it's a lot easier to assume that they're bad. And that's just it. It is what it is, man. It shouldn't be what it is, but it do. Oh, fuck you. Really? Pretty privilege? I mean, you don't have to come up with some bullshit like that. It's called the halo effect. It's real. So yeah, you have things like that, and being ugly and being a guy is extra hard mode. No, I think being ugly and being a girl is extra hard mode. I think being an ugly guy is a lot easier than being an ugly girl. If you're an ugly girl, then you're playing life on like, that's like hardcore extreme fucking ultimate solo self found everything else mode. And off every girl there's a guy who wants her. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm not 19 anymore. Now only 90% of my life revolves around sex, whereas before then 99% did. So it's not really as bad. I mean, that's not your whole life.
New recruits means the need to tame additional mammoths.
Here's a good way to look at it. Look at the top 100 streamers, male and female, and tell me how many you find there that you would say are not conventionally attractive.
Left and right. Find something to sew them back together.
For like male and female, and it's like the numbers again. It's really funny how numbers, God, I just love them, because it's just, it doesn't matter how you feel. VTubers are cheat code? Here's a good question. Let me ask you something. If a girl's a VTuber and she does a face reveal and she's ugly, do you think her viewers are gonna go down? Who thinks her viewers are gonna go down? Yes? Everybody says yes. Because it is what it is. It is what it is. It's a different paradigm. Oh, really? What's the paradigm there? What's the, that's even worse.
Nicely done. And you have claimed a fierce one indeed.
Didn't that actually happen to a VTuber? I don't know. I'm not an expert in VTubers. You always stream on your main channel when you're low on cash? No, if I did that, I'd never stream on my main channel. I'm gonna keep it a buck, man.
State your intent.
Fucking piece of shit game. I hate this fucking game. Let's do another one. Asmongold. Join up. Let's go knock this out. Makeup can be used as recourse for ugly women. Ugly men have nothing they can do. I love how, like, anybody who says ugly men have nothing they can do, meanwhile, these guys shower once a week, never go to the fucking gym, have no interests outside of anime titties and, like, one video game that they obsessively play for 8 hours a day. And they don't have a job, they live with their mom, like, like, there's nothing that they can do. There's no possible way that they could improve their situation. There's no way. Can't do it. Confident funny is better than being physically attracted to women? I don't know, but it depends on the girl. I think that's generally true, but I mean it just depends. Let's invite one more person. You just described yourself. I said, you know, I said before, I have the Exodia. You know, the true forbidden one. Doesn't shower, doesn't have a job, doesn't leave the house, fucking lives at his mom's house, and doesn't go, yeah, something else. I forgot even what it was. Yeah, left arm, like, yeah, yeah, like, I am the complete Exodia. What's wrong with living like that if you're concerned about it? I think that if you want to live like that, that I think it's totally fine. Even good looking guys are jobless would struggle to get a girlfriend. I don't know. I think it depends. Mental problems have a lot to do with it. Yeah. Guys generally care more about looks than girls do. Yeah, I think so. But either way, all I'm really trying to get at here is that, oh, I already got him. Yeah, I got that achievement, I'm pretty sure.
Blood and thunder. Always ready for battle. Only the strong.
Make sure to talk to this guy so it completes it for you.
The Mossworn tremble at our might.
Can't change your height. I do think that's like one of the things like people don't really talk about a lot is like the fact that it's kind of okay to make fun of guys for being short. I don't really think that's fair. Like if you're doing it to a friend, right, it's whatever, right? It's definitely whatever. Tall privilege? Well, it is a privilege. You're incredibly lucky if you're tall, right? It's like, how can you not call somebody fat, but you can call them short? Seems like some bullshit to me. Being fast is choice, being short isn't. Exactly. I was shocked to see how tall you were. Oh, gee. I'm pretty tall, but you know, it's not like it's not something that I did. You know, it's just it's RNG. That's about it. It's not special. We got one more. If you're a good person, height isn't going to slow you down. Ironically, you know what was so funny to me? Is like, you know how we all meme on pickup artists? Because like, it's worth memeing on? I honestly think one of the smartest things I ever heard was that one guy in the Channel 5 video. And people were asking him, does height matter? Does like dick size matter? Does like all these things matter? And the guy said it only matters if you think it does. And it was like, unironically, the smartest fucking thing I'd ever heard. I was like, wait, what the fuck? Completely caught me off guard. Okay. Would you speak to Andrew Tate? Yeah, sure. Why not? The thing is, like, I don't really have anything against, like, anything that Andrew Tate says that doesn't have to do with, like, dealing with, like, women. Yeah, I think most of the other stuff he says is pretty much, like, this is workable advice, sure.
For the honor of the Blade Sworn.
And the human trafficking? Well, that has to do with women, doesn't it? I don't know what the details of that are. Isn't that a guy said didn't want to do on his sister because the only reason he talked to women was for sex? Well, I don't know. I mean, again, like, that's kind of like what happens is like, you know, somebody says stuff like that, like, yeah, I'm not gonna get into that.
How goes the fight?
All I'm saying is, like, I don't really have a problem talking to people. It's not really a big deal to me. Doesn't necessarily mean I agree with anything they say. Jingle's my birthday today. Happy birthday, man.
To battle! Seize our victory!
What's your favorite cheap pizza? I like Pizza Patron. I like Little Caesars. I mean, I think most pizza is pretty much good, man. Hopefully I get it this time, man. I hate doing this shit. You smile 100% for sure? Yeah, I know. I wonder what I'm in combat with. This guy? Maybe, yeah. Oh my god, she jumped on me right there too.
These vile creatures serve the jailer. We will grind them into dust.
All right. Fingers crossed, gentlemen. Let's go. Let's go to Conan's sometime. Spot's so good. I haven't been to Conan's in forever, dude.
More cowards before us. Look to
Oh.
our brothers and sisters.
Oh my god.
Got some meat on your bones, huh?
Oh my god. Oh. You think being a normal person with girls is gonna bring you more luck than being a pickup artist? I don't know. Okay. I guess I'll do it on this guy. The salts drop him out? Yeah, the Maldraxxus one does. I did 23 attempts of it. 29 or something like that. And some of them aren't tracked because I don't do them with the add-on on. I guess I'll just pick this one up now. Might as well.
Elysian Hold welcomes you.
I'll do the Maldraxxus one too, I guess. It's not that big of a deal. I think I'm only going to do like one or two other of the Maldraxxus ones, and then I just want to do the Covenant Assault. How's the heat today? I've got the AC on, so it's not as bad. I'm just reading things on Twitter. And people are still like, for whatever reason, people still can't get over the fact that, like, I am amazed that Blizzard still hasn't unnerfed that soar speed. I don't understand it. I'm gonna be honest, like, if they don't unnerf that, my expectations for the game are gonna go into the garbage, because like it's one of those situations that's like, It's like the AoE cap, for example. It's like nobody wants this, but it has to be in the game. Like, why? That bad? Well, yeah, because it's like it's like this. I think that like decisions that don't have a lot of consequence are actually better determining variables to decide whether the expansion is going to be good or not. Because the ones that don't have a lot of impact are the ones that don't really matter as much. So it's like if they don't do it, it doesn't really make a difference. So like they'd have to go above and beyond, or effectively like go out of their way to make it good. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, they reveal the mindset of the developers. I bet there's game-breaking engine bug, like being able to phase through certain geometry. The thing is, if Blizzard came out and they said, hey, we can't have you guys going this fast, it like bugs out the game, everybody would be like, oh, that's stupid, but okay. I don't think people would really be that mad about that. I actually don't think so. I think people would just be like, okay, well, that's disappointing, but it is what it is. Some people be mad, but they're mad at everything. Yeah, but like, I mean, that's the thing. Is like you can never make everybody happy, especially people like that. Oh fuck. It's like nerfing the sword from Baron Rivendare. Nobody asked for this. Yeah, exactly. Like, that's the kind of stuff that, like, in my opinion, it's the things of no consequence that really show you, like, where the expansion's gonna go. Because that's the kind of stuff that, you can actually just let it be whatever it is. You can just go ahead and say, fuck it, alright, this is what it's gonna be. And it doesn't matter as much. And I think because it doesn't matter as much, it makes it easier for the developers to hold on to bad design decisions. Should watch the alpha with Sora being like that. They didn't want this reaction, just pull the fun out from everyone's feet. Well, the difference is like, so Blizzard is very masterful at fixing problems that don't exist. They're really good at this. Instead of nerfing sword, they should have just let people use dragon riding outside Dragon Isles. So that's the thing, is like, you know that they're gonna let people use dragon riding outside of the Dragon Isles at some point. It's just logical, like there's no reason not to do that. So like, why are we even waiting? Like, why are we waiting for any arbitrary time period for this? Just let people do it and that's it. I think that it's exhausting to like constantly just like have your time to hype up a patch. Like, people don't want to deal with that. Like, I don't know, I think that they don't. People just like, people don't want to, they don't want to play a game that's borked just so Blizzard can hype up unborking it 6 months later. Technical bugs that happen. The thing is, if Blizzard came out, as I said, if Blizzard came out tomorrow and they said, listen, we're going to be real with you guys. We hear what you guys are saying about SOAR. we disagree, but a lot of people want this, so it is what it is, right? But and then they say, you know, but we can't do it because of a technical limitation. I think a lot of people would be like, well, you should fix the technical limitations, right? I mean, of course, it's a bad excuse, but I think people would generally respect it. Ian has a huge issue with telling people you don't think you want this, but you do. Yeah. And it's like, it wouldn't really be a problem. But the issue is that, like, there's just been so many examples of them being wrong. Like with Classic WoW, with the AoE cap, with having the GCD, with having, like, getting rid of tier sets. Like, there's been so many examples of them being just, like, completely wrong. Covenants, yeah, stuff like that, like Legion legendaries. Like, pretty much every time that they tell players you think you want this but you don't, or you don't want this, you think you don't want this but you do, every time that they've told players that, they've been wrong. So I think people are rightfully fed up. People don't want to be told that they're wrong by somebody who has a batting average of 0. You know what I mean? It sounds crazy whenever you think about it. Oh, fuck, you're gonna hit me, aren't you? Right, let's get it. Alright, let me make the group. We need to do it on this character too. Blizzard adding pronouns, changing body type 1 and 2. It's just bullshit, man. It's people with an agenda trying to change the game to reflect the agenda. But people don't really care enough about it to, like, not buy the game because of it, though. Like, that's the only time that it'll immediately go away. Like, if people actually decided, like, oh, well, we're not gonna buy the game anymore because this is just fucking, like, I'm not gonna be told body type 1 and 2. It's like, why does body type 2 have to wear something over their chest? Like, just stop this, right? If people really thought that and they refunded the game and stopped playing, those people would be gone that day. Because, like, people at Blizzard might care about these issues legitimately. They might really care about them. but Bobby and the other people on the board that are apparently immune from ever even getting fired, even for threatening to kill people, that's how powerful they are. They don't care about pronouns, and they don't care about anybody except for themselves, except for money. Yeah, it's Bobby's world. It's not their world. Yeah, only money matters. So, like, if you don't like it, and if enough people don't like it, it'll go away. Like, didn't Netflix have, like, this issue where... I don't really know, like, what the details were, so I could be wrong on this. My understanding was, like, Netflix fired a bunch of people and canceled a lot of their shows that people were considering, like, woke. They did, yeah. It's because people... It's because those people, like, and I bet those people thought that they were indispensable. I bet they thought that Netflix needed them. They were so important. And then they just get thrown away like garbage, because that's what they are. Anybody is garbage if they're causing the company to lose money. That's it. And so they were only being used as an advertising tool, and so to the extent that the advertisement doesn't work anymore, then they're thrown away. Cutie's still on Netflix though. I mean, so's Dave Chappelle. They're rebelling against Dave Chappelle, made them millions, so they got fired. Yeah, exactly. Chappelle's pedophile, what's your point? If you didn't understand what the point was, I'm not going to explain it to you. Okay. Just wait till we get everybody here, then we'll start. Let's boycott Elden Ring for the body type 1 and 2 bullshit. The thing is, like, I would have assumed that, I don't know, like, what does it say body type 1 and 2 in the Japanese version of Elden Ring? I don't know. I kind of assumed that this was something that was put in for the Western version. Maybe not, I have no idea. Male equals type A, we still first, boys? Yeah, true. GTA 6, so they want to make it more politically correct. What do you think about that? To me, it doesn't matter, because if the game is bad, then and if people don't like it because of that, then the game dies and that's it. This is again kind of like what I was saying, is like you the customer, you have all the power. The customer does collectively. Like, you as an individual, like, you don't matter, right? Like, me as an individual, you as an individual, none of us really matter. But, like, if enough of us get together and we say we don't like something, then it changes. Push that shit, don't even play games. That's the worst thing about it. Well, the worst thing about it is that it gets taken seriously. I mean, like, who cares if people are gonna push whatever they want. I mean, people pushed plenty of religion shit in video games before too. They didn't play video games either. people pushing their agenda into media is like, that's just what people do. Christian's trying to cancel Pokemon back in the day. Yep, yep. Other stuff like that too. I don't know why people dislike the idea of a female lead in GTA. People don't dislike it because it's a female lead. People dislike it because it's a female lead for the sake of it being a female lead. That's what people don't like. Because every time they see the character, it takes the immersion away from the game. Because now you see the game is, it's not the way that it used to be, because specifically of real life sensitivities. And the truth is that most people don't care about those things that play video games, and they don't want to be bothered with them. So it's like at the point where they're getting to be, they have to be affected by these things, they will resent it. How's it being forced out because of female lead? It's being put into the game. It's being put into the game for a deliberate political reason. It's not being put into the game in the eyes, and like again, it's contextualized. It's like whenever you says, who says that? I think any reasonable person would assume this. I think that it's entirely reasonable to assume that the character probably doesn't really fill like a necessary role in the game, potentially, because they're making other changes that are also, you know, about being politically correct, things like that. Things like, you know, getting rid of certain types of jokes or stereotypes and stuff like that. So it's like, in a vacuum, you're completely right. Oh, I didn't select my champion because I'm stupid. I've got to go up and do that again. Fuck. You know, it's political? Well, that's not what I said. What I said is that, like, if you contextualize it with all of the other changes that are being made, it becomes obvious that these changes are not being made for any sort of a creative integrity reason. They're being made with a goal in mind. Like, of course, having a female in the game is not political. That's stupid. But whenever you see 3 other changes that are being made for political reasons, then I think it would be logical for people to assume that the 4th change was also being made for a political reason as well. It's just logic and common sense. Let's just kill these.